Hey everyone, what's up? Here in downtown Miami on a gorgeous Thursday afternoon. It's 3:15 p.m. and it's 83 Fahrenheit, 28 Celsius. Gonna walk around the downtown area today, see what's up. Hope all of you are doing well. And before I get too far along in this live stream, I first want to say rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. Let's not talk about it too much on the stream because it might be controversial and I don't want discussion of it to be unrelated to the walk I'm doing now. So I'm addressing it right now. Thank you so much for understanding. Let's take a walk towards the Miami River. Boy, oh boy, a lot of people getting feisty in the chat right now. Let's keep our emotions in check, all. I get that it's current events, but I'm not here to devote the entire stream discussing it. In our world, death is inevitable, whether it happens to someone popular or to somebody close. The same thing goes for the other side of life. Birth, special events. But let's live in the moment and focus on my live stream right now. Dr. Floyd says, my girlfriend loves your videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad she enjoys them. Yeah, Milton, this is the Intercontinental Hotel I'm passing. I've been inside it many times. It has a gorgeous lobby. Someone over there is feeding the birds. The Seafair yacht that's usually here, I think is docked near the museum park now. Yes, Connie, there's a lot of birds. And it's funny because you usually don't really see too many birds concentrated in the same area like this, unless they're being fed. Yes, walks in Wall Street. Perfect Miami day, bright sunshine, blue sky. You know, as I walked out of my home, I was looking at the weather app on my phone, and the National Weather Service actually gave a warning to the Miami area, northern Miami-Dade County, for strong thunderstorms with winds above 40 miles per hour. So luckily I didn't experience any of that because this is like the middle of Miami-Dade County. The northern part would be like Aventura or the Golden Glades area. Lorraine says it's raining in Boca. Yeah, you must have gotten the brunt of the storm then. I'm sure everything between like Aventura and Boca, or maybe past that, is soaked right now. Especially areas like Fort Lauderdale, which is right in the middle, and lower Broward County. Oh, really, Zozo Bob? There were tornado warnings in North Florida as well? Well, I guess if there's sustained winds of over 40 miles an hour, that's tornado force winds, so I guess I shouldn't be so surprised. Someone's enjoying their time on the water. Hey Terry, the barefoot vlogger. We've been lucky this summer though, not too much rain, to normal, no hurricanes. Yeah, I mean, this is quite unusual for Florida to not have as much rain, because I know during normal times it'll rain off and on and a lot more frequently. But this year has certainly been unusual. Not just for Miami, but for a lot of places around the world too. Like right now, California is undergoing a heat wave, and there were a bunch of heat waves all throughout the country. Ski D says, do you always wear long sleeve dress shirts? Don't you get hot? I get this question so many times. And you know, in India, where it's so hot, it's actually normal for people to wear long sleeve shirts. I wear a special type of material called seersucker cotton, and the moisture wicks away a lot faster through seersucker cotton than with your bare skin. That's why I wear the long sleeve shirts, and it also helps protect against sunburn too. We're looking right now at Brickell and also Brickell Key. You can get away with wearing long sleeve shirts in sunny weather. The best materials to wear are the seersucker cotton and also linen. Ali says you'll still wear short sleeve. Frequently you'll see me wear short sleeves. But if I'm out in the sun for a long period of time and I expect to be out there for a good portion of the day, then more often than not I opt for the long sleeve. Here comes a nice looking boat. HS asking what the best beach is in Miami. You know, a lot of people prefer different things. The most well-known beach is South Beach for sure. That's good if you like partying and a lot of people. Sometimes it's not as like nicely maintained as some other parts of the county, like say Haulover Beach or Sunny Isles Beach. But there's even other beaches too that are not on the Miami Beach area, which are pretty nice. There's some on the route to Key Biscayne. I know there's some on Virginia Key and along the way there too. I think it's called Crandon State Park, if I remember. And I heard that's a good beach too. Never been there personally, but take it for what it's worth. And right now, there's crews tearing down the Aston Martin building, or the sales office for the cars. I don't know what they're going to put in place of it. Oh yes, Zozo Bob, thanks for reminding me. It's Crandon Beach and Cape Florida on Key Biscayne. Francis asking what's my favorite place in Miami. You know, after living here for all these months, I think it's the area I live in, downtown. Just because there's so much to do here. I really enjoy areas which are walkable, which downtown Miami really is. And I find it has a very diverse population. It's amazing to see Miami transform right before our eyes. Oh, that's good, Zozo. They're going to finish the Riverwalk after the sales center is gone. A lot of Miami isn't going to be recognizable in a few years. But they're working hard on finishing this up. I really want this Riverwalk to be finished too, because then it'll be connected to the Epic Hotel and also go right underneath the Brickell Avenue Bridge. There's a whole family on this boat. What's up, Jaycation? Asking me what's up. Whoa, look at this one. I thought I saw a good yacht. Not very tranquil though here, even though we have a water view because they have the construction equipment next to me. My goodness. You don't want this thing sticking itself into your skull for operation. That drill bit is going to really be destroying anything. They should use that for dental work. I'm sure that'll really get rid of all your teeth in one go. Heck, it will probably get rid of your entire body while it's at it. My gosh. Now all the dust is blowing this way. I'm going to try to cover my eyes and my mouth while I'm walking around. I know, Scott, it's going to be a long job, and these people have to hear it all the time. You know it's also going to be torn down as well very soon? Yes, those are pardon all the dust. Miami's under construction. Seems that way. There's a building just half a block away from me that's going to be torn down shortly. It's 100 South Biscayne Boulevard. I know this has been in development for many years. I think as early as like 2011, they were talking about erecting a new tower. But I'll show you it once I get there. Denja says, awesome trip to Orlando. We go to spend the weekend with our daughter who just started UCF. Oh, nice. Glad you liked my trip there. Orlando is a very nice place. So, this building right here, where Ross is, this eventually is going to be the tallest building in Miami. But before that can happen, they're going to tear this building down, completely demolish it. It's an entire city block long. The entire block is just this building. And I don't know how old this building is. It must be since at least like the 1950s or so. But the future building is going to be called One Bayfront Plaza, and it's going to be 1,049 feet tall, the tallest building in Miami. Along with the Waldorf Astoria residential tower. Two skyscrapers just a few blocks from each other. And it's going to be a mixed office, residential, and retail. The One Bayfront Plaza. Connie says that's going to be a job. Yeah, it is. I just did a video of this skyscraper. Well, not skyscraper. There's a mid-rise building right now, I think. But future skyscraper, all the retail stores on the ground level have all been abandoned. They've told all the people to move. Paul Steen says it used to be the headquarters for Southeast Bank, largest bank in town at the time. No, I think you're confusing it with this one. This is the Southeast Financial Center across the street. But this is the tallest office building in Miami. It's all offices in here. But Morgan Stanley is in here, Citadel is in here. Also, a fellow YouTuber works frequently in this building. Tom from Walks in Wall Street. He was just in the live chat earlier. The WeWork office is in here as well. But who knows what who the future tenants are going to be for the skyscraper they're going to build. Gary Myers says, ciao, I could see all the same crap on any street in New York City. It's not like anyone's learning anything from this broadcasting. All right, it's understandable. I mean, my style's not going to be for everybody, but I feel like I'm giving a valuable service to people and the future of Miami here. But thank you for your input. So this is 100 South Biscayne Boulevard. Right now you can see it's very, very run down. This door definitely needs a paint job. Oh my gosh. Nothing in this building's maintained anymore. And even the staircase is broken. They don't even bother fixing it. Citibank used to be here, now it's across the street. Oh really, Zozo? This building used to be the headquarters for Southeast Bank, and the tower across the street was built in 1983. I guess that makes sense because the one across the street looks a lot newer than this one. This building is so outdated now and it needs to be renovated, or what they're going to do now, just completely knock it down and build a new building on top of it. Look, there's even a broken window here. If you want to see the complete walkthrough of 100 South Biscayne Boulevard, you're going to have to wait for the video when I publish it. I see a lot of people are still posting about current events when I said not to. Please try to keep the discussions related to the stream if possible. And then you have Flagler Street right here, which is being reconstructed. So just a block away, you have the One Bayfront Plaza development, which is gonna be put up, and you have the street here being reconstructed. So things are changing very quickly here in Miami. I think maybe I'll even walk Flagler Street for a little bit, because who knows, this might change very soon too. It all depends on Moishe Mana's plans. He owns pretty much all these buildings down Flagler Street on both sides. And from what I was reading, I think he's planning to turn this into like a tech hub and try to bring some business here, but nothing's ever happened yet. Maybe he's waiting for the street to get reconstructed first, and then he can build these new buildings or renovate these existing buildings. Hung Mao says it's good you're documenting all this before the changes. Yeah, that's why I do it too, because this is all history. A few years from now, you're gonna look at that building that I just passed, and it's like, wow, it used to be that kind of a building, now it's the tallest building in Miami. And before, it looked like a piece of junk. Connie says it's a great idea to have it like it was on video. Pretty much my entire video catalog is history. If you look at any of my videos from like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, they're all going to be completely different if you view them much later. This is the Flagler building. Hung Mao, you enjoy the before pictures. It's interesting to see. The prime example is looking at any of my New York City videos from 2019 and during the middle of 2020. Completely different. And that's what also motivates me to make these videos too, because things change. You can look back on it and you can say, wow, I remember walking through that. It used to look like that before. And now it looks like this. Look at all the utilities. Hey, nice moonwalk. Seth says, isn't there a town called Flagler in Florida? I think so. I know there's a Flagler Beach up in the northern part of the state. Yeah, Zozo, there's the Olympic Theater. This is the original movie theater from downtown Miami. And now the current arts and entertainment area is around the 15th Street area. Willie says, great moonwalk. You did it good. Who says construction workers can't have fun? Don't you worry. Sorry about that. Everything here is all closed up. $20.5 million. That's how much it's going to cost to renovate the entire street. Zelda says, how are these businesses surviving with the street closed? It's crazy. I mean, from what I was reading, some are being offered to move somewhere else, and then others, they're not even going to try dealing with it at all. They're just closing permanently. It's really sad for these businesses here in downtown Miami. They've got to be disrupted from all of this. Even in that building I showed you before, 100 South Biscayne Boulevard, which is going to be the tallest in the world in Miami, many of those businesses got displaced too. And they're like blocks away from where they were originally. Blue Jay Pigeon because of construction. Yeah, construction is displacing many of them. Here's the construction site. Flagler Station. This used to be like a shopping mall, and there used to be a food court here. Walking UK, so this area reminds me of New York, scaffolding. There sure is a lot of it around. Look at this. This is such a involved construction project. Water mains, sewers, they're all being reconstructed. Fiber optics cables. Lorraine says beginning to look like New York City minus the trash bags built up. Yeah, it does kind of look like New York over here, but the buildings are noticeably older. There's a lot going on here, that's for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on, Christian. The pipes are being upgraded, all new utilities. They have to close down the entire street. Oh, you think so, Zozo? That's what's keeping these businesses alive, the government workers. Here's Pega Grill. I gotta mute it because Guns N' Roses is playing. Or maybe not.
Even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and name member FDIC. Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You use the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of the purchase.
Here's Miami Avenue, which is the Meridian Street that defines the street grid. Harry says this is the oldest part. Yeah, it looks like it. where this Ross building is. It's a huge building that's not active anymore. Simba saying any cool coffee shops? Not right over here. I know there's a few going towards the north. Michael says get some good empanadas. Yeah, empanadas are great here. Mario the Baker Pizza, serving Miami for over 48 years. And they're working over here on the Kylo Food Hall. I think they'll do well with all the government workers in this area. We're very close to the government center. Actually, this is the government center. This is the Dade County Courthouse. It's been featured in a lot of films and TV shows. And this over here, I learned from people who commented on my other video. This is going to be the new civil courthouse across the street. Construction work everywhere in Miami right now. Dutch bike blogger, I've never seen Miami Vice. Zozo, I'm sure it is. It must look great inside. And we can see here, they have sign up the future home of the new civil and probate courthouse. Scheduled to be completed in 2024. T. Burkfin says, when will you move back to New York City? Miami is boring. All right. I can understand that if you think Miami's boring, but a lot of people think New York City is boring too. But what I will have to say is, life sometimes changes. Don't expect people to remain in the same place for too long, because due to personal circumstances, people will go where they feel most comfortable. It's a long line of people here. Wonder if they're waiting for the buses. Wet cement. Joe Villa says viewers just miss me in New York City. Yeah, and understandably so, because that's where I was born and raised, and I made a lot of content there. But I'm ultimately doing what's best for me and also my YouTube channel too. I kind of want to expand my channel away just from focusing on New York City specifically. There's a lot more to YouTube than just New York City content. And there's also a lot more to YouTube than Florida content as well. There's going to be a shopping center, the Miami Central area. Hung Mao says there's the whole world to explore. Exactly. So if you think Miami is boring, then I say to you, you are entitled to your opinion. And I have so much in my library that I'm sure you'll find one video there that's not going to be boring to you. So I've done a little bit of traveling on this channel. I've got videos from many places throughout the world. And over here, this is the Brightline station in downtown Miami. Eventually, this is going to connect to Orlando and then Tampa. The tracks to Orlando have pretty much been finished. They're just waiting to test run it and get it operational. I heard a rooster. I didn't know they were over here. Come on, rooster. Let's crow together. He did it a lot better than I did. Connie E says, good job, AK. Thank you. Yeah, Gennaro, I think it's because of what's going on in current events. That's why there's a lot more negative people, but that's why people come to my channel, because I spread the positive vibes. And I've converted a lot of negative people into seeing that life is a lot more than just focusing on one current event or that negative thing that happened to them. Gennaro says, that's funny, I'm competing with a rooster. Well, I'm glad I did a good job. I know I could be a rooster in my next life. Hung Mouse says, at least I didn't scare the chickens this time. Yeah, I've been scaring a lot of roosters recently. It's about time they get a break. I like the new wrapping that they have for the Metro Mover now, advertising the Cash App and also the what is this, Children's Trust to learn about destiny. Go this way. Victor said it's not raining in Miami, it's raining in Orlando. Really? I thought it was raining in the north part of the county. Maybe it moved out by now. On Earth says, remember when a crazy guy chased you along the streets of New York? I've had more than one. And they weren't fun to deal with, believe me. Whoa, look at this. A black Lambo. Seth asking if that's the Batmobile. It looks like it. Elliot says, hope I'm doing well. Keep up the good content. Thank you, Elliot. Yeah, the Metro rail was right on time. Passed right overhead as I was going underneath. Victor's saying, how do you like living in Miami? Is it better than New York City? I like living in Miami, and if it's better than New York, I would say you can't really compare the two. They're two different places. One's a tropical destination, the other is a metropolis with tons and tons of people. So it's completely different. Hello. Headquarters of the Miami Police Department over to my left. And here's the U.S. Post Office branch. They're doing construction over here too. That's right, Zozo. Miami's 126 years old. Much newer city than New York is. Seth says he can't escape the construction. No, you really can't. There's going to be a future shopping center. Down that way is another neighborhood of Miami known as Overtown. What I'm actually going to do, because I do have some work left to do, I'm going to wrap up my live stream here go into the supermarket, get some groceries, as well as to get something to drink. But I want to thank all of you for coming out today. It's been a pleasure. Hit the like button if you enjoy this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Also, don't miss my live stream for tomorrow because it's going to be extra special. So hit the like button. See you later.